I am Muhammad. My friends call me Mido. I live in Cairo. My town is very near of the Nile River. I am running every day beside the Nile, and I am enjoying the fresh air, beautiful scenery, and the wonderful river cruises while running. I consider myself lucky to live in this town. The Nile doesn't carry only water and salt. It also has a long history spanning thousands of years. The Nile River passes through 10 countries called the Nile Basin countries, which are Egypt, Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. First one tried to discover the source of the Nile is El-Idrisi. He is an Arabic explorer. He did draw an accurate map of Victoria Lake, and that's happened in 1160. The Great River is made by two main branches which forming the Nile. First one is called White Nile. It starts in southern Sudan, and the other is called Blue Nile, which starts in Ethiopia. The Blue Nile and the White Nile merge together in the capital city of Sudan, which called Khartoum. From there, the river continues to flow north through Egypt and finally to the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile River has been an important source for lives of many throughout history. 5,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians relied on the Nile to provide fresh water, food, and transportation, although provided them with fertile land for cultivation. The ancient Egyptians revered the Nile River. They called it Happy God, and they also formulated some chants in appreciation of his gifts. This indicates the value of the Nile in ancient Egyptian civilization. The Nile overflowed every August. The nutrient provides the soil, which is carried by the water, spreads on one side bank of the river, and leaves thick, moist mud, which is an ideal environment for growing crops. This is due to the construction of high dam in the city of Aswan in 1970. This huge dam controls the flow of the river, generating electricity, irrigation of farms, and supplying home with drinking water. It's not only great importance for humans, it's also home to many types of wildlife including various types of fish, birds, turtles, snakes, hippopotamus, and in addition to one of large reptiles on our planet, the Nile crocodile. Every year in August, Egyptians celebrate the ancient flood of the Nile River on an occasion called Wafa Nile, because it's the main event that allowed the Egyptian civilization to grow. Amr ibn al-As, the Islamic leader, was the first person who stopped the custom of throwing a bride into the Nile as a sacrifice if the river doesn't flow. According to an agreement concluded in 1959, Egypt's share of the Nile River's water is 55.5 billion meters square annually, but this share doesn't been increased. Ethiopia used the political situation in Egypt between 2010 to 2015 to build a dam near of the south of Sudan border. Then the political turmoil increased between Egypt and Ethiopia in recent years. There are now several talks currently about saving the quantity of water behind the dam between the Egyptian, Ethiopian, and Sudanese sides, and not to deprive Egypt of the Nile water.